Cool. Hey, everybody. It's great to be here. My name is Phil Wildman. I set up an agency called GG Insurance Services about 7 or 8 years ago. I've been doing insurance for 20 years, and I've been playing games since I was 3 or 4 years old. Super passionate about the video game industry, and it's great to have been able to find a way that I can support it through insurance. So combining my career with my passion, and yeah, it's been a great ride. Love doing this, love being able to help and give advice. So yeah, here today to talk about the super scary world of cyber insurance. It's kind of like two main types that you really need to understand the difference of. You've got first-party cyber and third-party cyber. So first-party would be your direct losses. So that would be things like you've suffered a data breach, or things like business interruption, where let's say there was a DDoS attack that brought down your game, so you weren't able to operate for a time to get it back up line. So it's like offering refunds and the cost to fix the servers and all that kind of stuff. So that's like your direct losses as a business. The other type of insurance is third party. So this would be your liability to other companies. So an example of that would be, let's say you were doing work for hire for let's say a big studio. Let's say GTA 6. I think it's safe to mention them. They're just so big, consider that. Let's say I was running a studio and I was doing work for hire for GTA 6, and my studio got hacked into, and then the hackers have got access to all the source data. They've got access to unannounced stuff, super valuable for competitors. But also people just do it for the fun of it. That's one of the issues with the video game industry, is it is targeted just because people think it's cool to leak stuff on Reddit.
They see it as a challenge, and they want to rise to the challenge. They think it's their own kind of game.
Yeah, so the games industry adds this extra level of, like, it's a high target industry. Nobody's interested on Reddit about, oh, we've found out that there's some boring software company selling widgets and check it out. But if it's like, oh, hey, check out this unreleased footage of GTA 6 and this is how the game works, a lot of people are interested in that. And it's damaging to the company. It's damaging to their brand, and also competitors are going to be looking at that. So if I was a small studio that was working on a bigger project and I got hacked into, the publisher can be pretty pissed off. So they're gonna want to sue me for their damages. So that is the difference between first party and third party. So first party is like my own losses. Third party would be I'm liable to another company. There was a recent claim. I can mention it because it's public information, but it's like SpongeBob. I think it was Kitchen Adventures, but effectively this it's designed to try to prevent kids from self-certifying that they're over 18 if there's things like in-app purchases or whatever. So in that particular case, they've made it super easy for the kids to be like, oh, just you are 18, right? Press OK.
Press OK,
straight in. Whereas you're supposed to really get them to like affirm their age, put in their date of birth, and stuff like that. There's a constant tug of war between how easy can we make it and how user-friendly can we make it versus being accurate and protecting kids. But they're trying to flex their muscles. So on that one, there was a $500,000 fine that was levied against them. It's going to be interesting how they enforce that internationally, because that was as far as I understand, that was a US company. And Copper's obviously based in California, is a US thing. However, if you are a company and you have any users that could be in California, you have to comply. You have to be compliant with that. So this is relevant to any games company in the world. If you have users that are potentially in California, which could be, if you're selling to the US market, you need to definitely pay attention to COPPA and make sure you're COPPA compliant.
That's the same thing with even GDPR and whatnot too, is if you have any operations whatsoever, connections with people in, I think it's across Europe or the UK? Either way, like you have to be compliant with GDPR as well. So no, that makes sense, but it's something that like I haven't even heard about yet. So that's going to be a big thing.
So you can get insurance for this. Fines and penalties generally can be insured on the basis that it wasn't willful negligence on your part. However, my advice with everything today is try not to get into trouble in the first place. Insurance is a great safety net. It's there to help you with these things, but don't just be like, oh, hey, I've got insurance, it doesn't matter. Take it seriously. You're running a business. I don't want this to sound patronizing. It's not meant to at all. But talk to lawyers. Don't be scared of lawyers. There's some really, really excellent lawyers in this industry that know a hell of a lot more about this kind of stuff than I do. They're experts in data privacy. They'll understand GDPR and COPPA. And a lot of these things, though, have to be fundamentally built into the game. It's way harder to retroactively become compliant after the game is like pretty much done. You do not want this to be the last thing you do in your development cycle. It's like, okay, we're launching next month. Are we compliant with COPPA? And then you've got to go like right back and redo your customer onboarding and all that kind of stuff. So definitely
start to redo a lot of things. No, that makes so much sense. So
yes, you can get insurance for screwing it up, as long as it's not willful negligence. But talk to lawyers early. Help them get help. Let them help you get it right from the start. Yes, they will charge you money for it, but that will save you so much time and hassle and heartache. So
it'll save you money in the end.
Yeah, I'm doing a sales pitch for you guys. Yeah. But genuinely, like, and they're super friendly and helpful. My top tip there, if you're talking to lawyers, talk to a whole bunch of them. They'll all give you like 20 minutes of free time. And then find one that you like.
Find one you feel good with. Vibe check. Do the vibe check.
Vibe check. Vibe check the lawyers. And if you're not sure, ask me, because I know which ones are good.
There we go. You're the ultimate lawyer radar here. That's what we're understanding.
We will help you vibe check your lawyers.
Excellent.
Cool. So cyber insurance, very relevant. Another really good tip with cyber insurance is something I kind of hinted at a little bit earlier is, insurance is a great safety net, but try not to like get in trouble in the first place. Now, to get cyber insurance, a lot of the insurers are going to ask you a ton of questions because they want to make sure that you're, implementing best practices. They're going to want to make sure that you have cloud-based backups and your stuff is being stored correctly, and you're not just
that you're actually trying.
Your whole game studio is not like physically on one laptop that you keep in your living room and never back it up, right? That's scary. That's real scary stuff. So, but you'd be amazed at what people. So anyway, my tip here is get yourself a really, really long and complicated insurance application for cyber insurance. Get a really long and difficult one, and look at what they're asking you. And then try to implement all that stuff.
Okay.
Give that form to your IT networking guys. Give it to that department and say, hey, check this out. Can we implement all these things that the insurers are asking for? Don't even get the insurance. Save yourself the money. Just do all that stuff. And then you're like 99% of the way to protecting yourself. Because these insurers, they pay out tons and tons of claims in this. They know the things that go wrong. They know the things that actually cause financial losses, because that's what they pay for. So the kind of questions they're going to be asking are going to be the kind of things that you're going to want to have in place. So that's my top tip is go get a really like nasty looking cyber insurance application and then just do all the stuff that they're asking for. Don't even buy the insurance. Once you've got all that in place, then go speak to a friendly insurance company and say, hey, we've done all this. And it'll be way cheaper and way easier, and you'll be better protected anyway.
Oh yeah. That's smart. That's smart. How long? How many questions? Like, how long are we talking here? How would do you have an idea, number?
It's not. These can be like 10-page long questionnaires, but some of the questions are going to be like general business stuff. You want to really get into like, how does your network work, and what are you doing about your offsite backups? Have you got a data recovery plan? What happens if your office is flooded? Can you be up and running again at another site in 20 minutes or not? And these are things like, we hadn't thought of that. And
okay.
So it gets you kind of questioning these things.